Clip and Climb Garforth is a healthy, fun-packed climbing experience which, unlike usual climbing which requires two people using a rope system, we use state-of-the-art auto-belay technology, which means that the climber can just simply clip themselves in and climb up the challenges in front of them. In the range there are over 35 different funky coloured challenges which are aimed at different levels and abilities, which means that we appeal to all age groups. We have a fantastic environment for parties which attract young people and adults, but mostly between 4 and 14-year-olds. We've already done over 40 parties here in the centre, so we're really excited about that. So the process of developing a clip and climb centre really starts with identifying the premises, and that is often a difficult one because it has to be a certain height, a certain size, and I wanted somewhere that was quite local as well. So I only live 10-15 minutes from here, which is fantastic. So this site was actually ideal. It's on a retail park, which is super. We've got a lot of footfall through the doors already. But in terms of the actual building itself, there was nothing inside it when I first identified this site. So it was a complete shell for which, I had some ideas of how I wanted that to look moving forward, which it certainly involved, parts of what we've got now. But Nexus have really helped me in developing that. So in order to fit out the whole building, I worked with 2 organisations, Nexus being one of them. And I identified Nexus, never heard of them before, and I'd actually not done anything like this before. So I, of course, went online and just Googled fit out companies with a mezzanine speciality, and I filled in some info requests online for 3 different organisations actually, and within 10 minutes I actually got a call back from Zach at Nexus, which impressed me to start with because I actually didn't get a call back from the other 2 at all, which surprised me really, because you'd think people want the business. And from then I started to work with Lee, who's one of the designers at Nexus, who worked with me for a number of months actually, and I'm sure he was pulling his hair out for part of that because I kept changing my mind and wanted different things, but he was so patient and really accommodating and clearly very experienced in what he does, and I found that a fantastic support for me. Because I've not done anything like this before, I needed that expertise. I knew how I wanted things to look, but Lee really helped me in terms of shaping that, and nothing was too much trouble for him. So once the plans were finalised, or sort of finalised, there's still some tweaking that went on, of course, as with any project of this size. The project manager on the ground, a chap called Simon, also absolutely outstanding, really accommodating, again nothing too much trouble, and we did have some issues, particularly with the electricity and the electricity supply, and both Lee and Simon and others at Nexus were very supportive in offering solutions, and that was really helpful, which meant that I didn't know what we would do without electricity, but they said, well, let's get a generator. So lo and behold, we got a generator, and things could still continue. It's not just the project manager and the designing team. I think the workmen that Nexus have working with them, or the teams that they have working with them, are also as accommodating, particularly, the electricians headed up by Nathan. We needed a considerable amount of additional work, which we weren't aware of at the time, but that needed to be done, and they worked out of hours to get this work done, which is true of the whole team. I can't praise them enough. As with all projects, I think things towards the end of a project timescale start to really, you can feel the pressure, and that, you know, we're working towards the 13th of December, we were opening on the 14th. And what really impressed me also was that there was a real hands-on deck atmosphere. Even one of the directors, Matt, came down and helped out, and he was working here all weekend, and I was really impressed by that. They really cared, you know, enough to get it finished in time, and really pulled out all the stops. Would I recommend Nexus to somebody else? Yes, absolutely, 100%. I really have valued their input and their aftercare as well. So it's not just about the process itself, it's afterwards, and you know, that is continuing, and any future work that I might need doing, no matter how big or small, I will be approaching Nexus.